A nice aerial look of downtown Cleveland. The Twins and the Indians are on their way next. On a lazy Sunday afternoon, what better than baseball to tide you over? From Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first two games of this three-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
All right, Eric, Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins. As Ron Gardenhire's starting nine will look like this. Ricky Vaughn will be on the mound to face them. And this is a guy that needs to establish the inside part of the plate because his stuff is such that he'll have a hard time getting by if he doesn't mix in location well. Jose Altuve to step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. We are officially underway from Cleveland as the first pitch misses for ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. The temperature here at game time still definitely on the cool side. 51 degrees at first pitch. Two and one. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Number 13 is back and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number one. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
And no shortening up here on 0-2. He drills this one into right center, and that's going to find the alley for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
With a guy like this, once that ball gets into the alley out there in right center, you can bet he's going to be thinking three. So that's a good job to get it in quickly and hold him to just a double.
Albert Pujols will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You got to keep this guy from getting extended.
One out and a runner on second base. Trout with his lead at second. The pitch. Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Oh, and he comes up with it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter,
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. Now here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that.
The 1-1. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1. Twins 0. Indians coming up. You're tuned to Major League Baseball on the show. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. And they'll go to work against no small task indeed. The 2010 American League Cy Young Award winner, King Felix, right-hander Felix Hernandez. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Donnie Larson will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
leading up with a try, second baseman, Donnie Larson.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Toby Reyna will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory. In there, and it's 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
And that misses. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder
Lee Van Dyke will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. And this will be fouled away. Ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
The 1-2 pitch from Felix. And 2-2. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A 3rd straight right here. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Jose Bautista will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season.
Bautista.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So Now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and the dangerous Bautista is set down on strikes for the first out.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Nelson Cruz will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Joe Mauer will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. He could use a good at-bat here.
Hot dog, get hot dog here.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Alcides Escobar will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first.
Let's go, Indians!
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Hard hit towards center. Mays is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Sammy Huffman will stand in with an even 300 average here in the month of April.
Shortstop, Sammy Huffman.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
A.J. Metcalf will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season. Check by Hernandez, the pitch, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact.
What do you say now, Indian?
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
What was that?
What can he do here? 3-0. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Roger Doran will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Willie Mays will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
And you know, he might wind up being just a little disappointed there with the bases loaded and nobody out. But the sacrifice fly does get at least one run home, as that run will score from third base.
Jake Taylor will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down.
Sometimes in a situation like this, you wonder if the delayed steal might be on from third. And this time it wasn't, and the throw was not even close at second base.
Second and third here, one man out. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
The 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0.
And remember here, you've got a base open at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen.
Well, they let him go after one on 3-0, but he didn't get the sinker. 3-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
The 3-1 is on the way. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple of seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score. Donnie Larson will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
3 runs already home here. Two-one pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. Toby Reyna will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch on the way. There he goes.
They turn him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Ball hit high to the right side. but this will get into the seats. Foul. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Payoff pitch one more time. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Lee Van Dyke will have a shot now to really open this one up in the early going.
Get him home.
First offering on the way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Sooner or later, I think, you got to get somebody else in here who can throw a strike.
Yeah, I think the emphasis should be on sooner.
And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. And this is fouled at the plate. He shows him the breaking ball for the second time in the at-bat and gets it to 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
He's set, now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swing, hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And he will score as Mauer's tag comes in just a fraction of a second late.
And you know, guys, I think it's safe to say now that this ball game is getting away from him now. This is going to chase everybody home. It's a 3-run double. And you know what? If I look up there to section 311, I'm pretty sure I can see a fat lady singing.
Here comes Ron Gardenhire ambling out of the Twins dugout. And that will be all we see this afternoon of the Cy Young Award winner, Felix Hernandez. So the pitching line will not be kind to him here this afternoon, as he just pretty much could not get anything working. Doug Fister is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Sammy Huffman will be his first assignment out of the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. And he takes ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Fastball at 88 that time, a ball and a strike.
Come on now, Ty.
Runner not going anywhere at second, now the pitch. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Payoff pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he gets under a curveball that time as this is lifted in the air out to left. Cruz will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ball game.
A.J. Metcalf will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Lined out to second and caught by Altuve. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll go now to the top of the third. Josh Donaldson will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
Jose Altuve will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
1 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much. On the ground is second.
Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Mike Trout will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Let's go. Shut this guy down.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
2 out, nobody on. Here it comes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Roger Doran makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Roger Doran.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Boy, look at that swing right here. It's not one of those high fly balls that carries out to the wall. This thing got out there in a hurry, and he'll wind up on second with a hard hit double.
Willie Mays will dig in. He drove in a run with the sacrifice fly his first time. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Jake Taylor.
Jake Taylor will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike one. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Let's go, Indians.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's ready now. The pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Here we go, Indians.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Three and two, here it is. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit.
And now that's already 8 runs they've pushed across the plate here in the first few innings. And I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but they've definitely had the bats working so far.
Number 13 will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Now here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
And this is going to be a foul ball. One, two. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, sitting on that curveball as this is powered into left field for a base hit. Long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive and take third on the single, but that's going to prove to be a bad decision as they wind up gunning him down.
Donnie Larson will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Toby Reyna will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
2 down, runners at first and second. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And there's ball 2 now. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And Bautista will make the catch to retire the side. Indians forced to settle for 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. Cleveland's out in front, 8-0. Albert Pujols will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
Here's the first offering. Fouled back. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And the fastball here is hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in here, the reigning batting champion in the American League. At first is Pujols, the pitch, a ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1, back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
And this just undoes a lot of the work done by the leadoff hitter. Remember, he made the guy on the mound burn through a ton of pitches before he actually reached base. But instead of capitalizing on that, the next guy turns right around and bounces into a double play.
Jose Bautista will stand in, the starting right fielder on last year's American League All-Star squad. Now the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Come on, Bruno, let's try.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. And this is a major league pop-up, all right, way up there. Doran has got it, and the side is retired. Twins retired in short order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Lee Van Dyke will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. First pitch to him. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes a 1-2. Ball 2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. A leap there by Trout, but he can't reel it in, if you will. That ball is gone. Solo shot to right center as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Boy, this would have been one heck of a play out there in center field. You can see him tracking this ball. He's got it in his sights all the way. And he's not going to miss this by much. He nearly brought it back into the yard.
Sammy Huffman will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
Sammy Huffman.
And a ball 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And Pujols won't get there. This is a fair ball.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. You'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
A.J. Metcalf will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners off for second. In the dirt here. And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact.
Well, it's still early, and no lead is ever safe when you've got more than half a ball game to go. But you have to wonder if maybe it might not be a bad idea to put up the red light with the lead where it is.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, it looks like he's aiming the baseball now instead of just letting it go.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line.
He's gonna walk ya.
Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, third baseman, Roger Doran.
Roger Doran will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. First pitch coming. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Therefore, it is Donaldson, and there are 2 away now.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. You know, when he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. And he had no chance of that working out well for him.
Willie Mays will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And this is low, but nice footwork back there by Mauer as he hangs on. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And Bautista will make the catch to retire the side. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. We're through 4. It is now 9-0. Nelson Cruz will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Nelson Cruz.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a fastball's hit on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting number 7, catcher Joe Mauer.
So with 1 gone, that'll bring up Joe Mauer, the catcher. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Oh, bad call. Come on, up.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Now the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Well,
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Alcides Escobar will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses again, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, two-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Josh Donaldson will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. A look in on Escobar, now the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. But a foul ball, 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Go get him!
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Jake Taylor will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Jake Taylor.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Here we go.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Under it is Bautista as he makes the play for out number 1.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Number 13 will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And this ball will be chopped foul. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. The pitch. Sliced down the line at first. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out. Sonny Gray is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Larson.
Donnie Larson will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Got him. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Jose Altuve will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Let's go, guys.
First pitch coming. Fouled straight back. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. And that couldn't have been an easy take.
Let's go.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
So one gone in the inning, and here's the always dangerous center fielder, Mike Trout. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Up top, it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Albert Pujols will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
One strike to Pujols. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And now from the air, a jump throw. And from deep in the hole, he got him. What a play, and that ends the inning. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Toby Reyna will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Toby Reyna.
Here's the first offering. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Mauer sets up. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
Left fielder, Lee Van Dyke.
Lee Van Dyke will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Sammy Huffman will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Misses, ball 1. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul, off to the right, out of play. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
A.J. Metcalf will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Metcalf.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Gray ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. Now, you can't let the emotion enter the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, he definitely needed that one after the 3-run home run. Don't get me wrong. He hasn't forgotten about it, but that's a good job of putting it behind you and getting back to the task at hand.
Roger Doran will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Pujols takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. You know, those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Willie Mays will step in now. 0 for 2 to this point. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Way outside. 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Here's a line drive out to left, and more problems now as this one's going to get down for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, this is the kind of at-bat that's going to give him a lot of confidence going forward. There's no doubt that he can hit left-handed pitching. He's proven that throughout his time in the minor leagues. The question is, though, can he be productive against right-handers? And that's an encouraging sign there.
Jake Taylor will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Now a softly hit ball to the left side. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here in Cleveland, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Miguel Cabrera will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
The designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
In there, strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Show Track, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the 1 pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Jose Bautista will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, it's the 7th inning, and it looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And so far, that's been the tale of this game in a nutshell. Way too many pitches being swung at out of the strike zone. I mean, it's almost getting comical now, and if I'm pitching on the mound, I wouldn't throw anything close to the strike zone.
Nelson Cruz will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cruz awaits the 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Three and 0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
2 out with the man at first. 3-1 on the way. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that runner will get a head start out there.
Now a swing and a fly ball.
And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One
it's
left for
time
Minnesota.
the traditional
Just about
seventh
given
inning
up for
stretch.
dead. It's 12-0. Jamie Wright will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Jamie Wright.
Number 13 will bat now 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
Right fielder, number 13.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
Here comes the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
Donnie Larson will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Two and 0.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Fouled back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Two-two pitch on the way. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. In the dirt, but Mauer's able to get a quick hold of it there. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His 3rd hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Toby Reyna will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fouled straight back. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And this is fouled straight back. Misses. Ball 2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Short lead from second. Now the pitch. Full count now. 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. Escobar back to Pujols. Not in time, and they can't get them both.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Darren O'Day will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Lee Van Dyke will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This is foul for the first strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
And he's attacked with 2 strikes as he had to reach for that one to foul it away. Another 0-2 coming. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major ball.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Sammy Huffman.
Sammy Huffman will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. swing, hard hit ball to second. On to first, and the Tribe are held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Alcides Escobar will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Grounded, foul. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Josh Donaldson will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Jose Altuve will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Shut him down.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
2 out, nobody on.
Let's keep him, guys. Way better.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. The 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. A.J. Metcalf will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
First baseman, A.J. Metcalf.
And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Hit on the ground to shortstop. On to first is Escobar, 1 away.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Roger Doran will stand in. He popped out in his last time. And here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Three and 0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And that's in there, 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Up next for Cleveland, center
Tim
fielder,
Stauffer will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
number 25, Tim Stauffer.
Willie Mays will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Look out for the double play!
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Good eye, batter. Come on. Here we go.
Now it's 2-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Three and 0 now. Jake Taylor waits on deck. Here comes the 3-0. Let it rip that time, 3-0, but the fastball's by him, 3-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Back-to-back walks now by 2 different pitchers.
Jake
The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. We'll see how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Jake Taylor will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a bullet to first, but this is speared by the first baseman, and he'll step on the bag himself for the double play. Twins bullpen does the job there. We've played 8 full. The Tribe lead this one 12-0. Mike Trout will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And there's a fastball that's hammered the other way to deep right field. And they'll get on the board after all. It's a home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Albert Pujols will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
First offering on the way. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, We're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at short. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. Jose Bautista will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Nelson Cruz will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be
in. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And sometimes those curveballs, when they hit the dirt, they've got a lot of spin on them. They react in funny ways. Here it looks like he's in good position to block this thing, but it winds up kicking away, and that's a wild pitch.
And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that run in the ninth means that they couldn't quite finish off the shutout, but still a very good performance out there on the mound.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 12-1. So long from Cleveland.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's Walkway to Gateway.